Welcome to Star Chat, the premier podcast for all things tech and beyond. I'm your host, Carl, and we're excited to have you join us today. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you, filled with the latest news and trends from the world of technology. First off, let's talk about the recent comparisons between Apple and Android devices. It seems like the competition is heating up, with companies like Samsung and Google pushing the boundaries of innovation. We came across an interesting article that caught our attention, which discussed how the new iPhone might be getting some serious competition from Android devices, particularly when it comes to chip performance. Apparently, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 is being hailed as the chip that could comfortably dethrone Apple. That's a pretty bold claim, and we're curious to know more about what makes this chip so special. From what we've gathered, it seems like this new chip is going to offer some serious performance upgrades, which could potentially give Android devices an edge over their Apple counterparts. But that's not all. We also stumbled upon an article that talked about how Microsoft's Surface Duo is still one of the most innovative devices out there, even years after its release. The author was singing praises about the device's form factor, multitasking capabilities, and overall user experience. It's interesting to see how some devices can still hold up against newer models, and we'd love to dive deeper into what makes the Surface Duo so special. We'll be discussing these topics and more in today's episode, so buckle up and get ready for some fascinating conversations. We'll also be exploring other exciting news from the tech world, including the latest developments in foldable phones and the future of chip technology. So sit back, relax, and join us on this journey through the world of tech. We'll be right back with more fascinating space news on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat, folks. We're glad you're joining us again as we explore the wonders of the cosmos. Today, we're going to talk about a fascinating discovery that's got astronomers buzzing with excitement. Imagine a planet, not orbiting any star, but floating freely in space, and yet it's behaving like a young star itself. This rogue planet, known as Che 1MAOS077X26, is located about 620 light-years from Earth in the Chamaeleon constellation. Now, you might be wondering how this planetary object came into being. The origin of rogue planets remains an open question, and scientists are still debating whether they form like stars or if they're giant planets that have been ejected from their birth systems. But what's clear is that Che 10777X26 is a massive world with a mass 5 to 10 times that of Jupiter, and it's surrounded by a swirling disk of gas and dust. As we delve deeper into this story, you'll hear about the incredible rate at which this rogue planet is devouring material from its surroundings. According to recent observations, it's gobbling up an astonishing 6.6 billion tons of dust and gas per second. To put that in perspective, that's like consuming a small mountain every second. This process, known as accretion, is not unlike what we see in the formation of stars. But here's the really interesting part. Che 11071 Prady 7,707's Key 6's magnetic field seems to be playing a key role in its formation process. The data collected by the James Webb Space Telescope suggests that this planetary object has more in common with young stars than previously thought. In fact, astronomers are struck by how similar the infancy of free-floating planetary mass objects is to that of stars like our Sun. This discovery opens up new avenues for research and raises fundamental questions about the formation of planets and stars. As Ray Jayawardena, one of the study's co-authors, put it, their infancy appears to be much more tumultuous than we had realized. The implications are profound, and we're eager to see where this new understanding takes us in our exploration of the universe. So, there you have it, a rogue planet that's rewriting the rules of planetary formation. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Star Chat. Welcome back to Star Chat. We've had an amazing journey through the cosmos today, exploring the latest discoveries and advancements in the world of science. As we wrap up our show, I want to share with you a fascinating story that's sure to leave you starstruck. You might recall the discovery of quasicrystals, a type of material that was thought to be impossible according to traditional physics. But what makes these materials so unique is their non-repeating pattern, similar to the mathematical concept of Penrose tiles. This property gives quasicrystals some remarkable properties, making them a hot topic in the scientific community. Recently, researchers at the University of Michigan made a groundbreaking discovery about quasicrystals. Using advanced computational methods, they were able to show that these materials are, in fact, stable, which was a surprise to many scientists. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of how quasicrystals form and behave. But what's even more exciting is the potential for practical applications. Imagine creating materials with unique properties, such as superconductivity or exceptional strength, using quasicrystals as building blocks. The possibilities are endless, and researchers are already exploring ways to harness these properties for real-world uses. And if that's not enough, a team of scientists has even found a way to create quasicrystals using microspheres called dynabeads. By manipulating these particles with magnetic and electrical fields, they were able to induce quasi-periodic structures to form, essentially creating a quasicrystal in a laboratory setting. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of quasicrystals, we're reminded of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the natural world. These materials are like nothing we've ever seen before, with properties that defy our traditional understanding of physics and mathematics. So, as we close out today's episode of Star Chat, I want to leave you with a sense of wonder and curiosity about the incredible world of quasicrystals. Remember, the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and it's up to us to explore, discover, and push the boundaries of human knowledge. That's all for today's Star Chat. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember to keep looking up at the stars.